Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing a very late review on a figure that's been out for quite a while, but I love it, and I've been meaning to talk about the Transformers Rise of the Beast movies leader class Scourge. I've had this figure for a long time, and this is going to be a little bit more of a snappier review, so please don't hate me if I just skip the transformation segment. I just want to get to talking about more Transformers figures, and this is one that I've really enjoyed for months now. So anyway, we're going to talk about Scourge over here, but first, let's hit that theme song.
ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit, Shartimus, subscribe.
Nice artwork on the front right over there. You can see he's number 101 from the Studio Series. On the side, you can see Leader Class Scourge right over there. On the back, you can see both modes, along with the blaster accessory right there. 31 steps to transform. Then on this side, you can see Scourge again. And then it says Transformers Rise of the Beast on the top. Well, the cardboard feels a little on the thin side. Anyway, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. But first, if you're trying to get your Transformers figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here is Scourge in his vehicle mode, or we have him in his truck mode over here. I gotta start with the truck mode, even though he arrives in robot mode. But I gotta say, first thoughts, I really have been enjoying this thing. I've had this figure for quite a while. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think I transformed it correctly. I may be missing a step in there because I see some gappage. We'll get into those details in a minute. But yeah, let's just get a closer look. So Scourge's ult mode looks badass to me. I just have a couple little gripes with it. Now you can see I've attached the hand cannon right over there, and it does fill out that gap a little bit right there at the bottom. If you take that off, you can see it definitely gets a lot more gappy, so you are going to want to have that attached, and it does have nice little ports. So I didn't have it attached earlier, and I like how it kind of fills in a little bit with the claws right over here. Now this, I hate this part of it. Like, it just doesn't seem to like lock into place or anything. So these stacks right here, they just, they always flop around on me, and that's a bit frustrating. But getting a closer look, I love how this cowcatcher looks. I like that we get a little bit of detail with these beige chains, and a little bit of detail right over there with the headlights. I love the translucent orange over here, so the light coming through there just looks really awesome to me. Then here's looking at the top of it with some more dirt, I guess. I was going to call it dry brushing, but it's just like all faux dirt tampoed on there. It looks like same thing with the lights right up here. So I do appreciate that. Tiny little scuff applications right over here in these vents. I do like that. Are those vents? I don't know. But looking on the side, I really like how it has this rugged post-apocalyptic design to it. It looks very cool. Mad Max kind of look, right? I don't know. I dig it. And then you can see right through right over here. I thought I mistransformed that part. I actually mistransformed this part in the very back. You can see it's not connected properly right over there. But yeah, removing this again, you can see the clutter. So there is some Kibble-Lee stuff, claw and hand and everything. So you can see some of that. And those stacks are hollow. You can see we get some nice sculpting detail right there on the side. But man, I do like the translucent orange throughout on this figure. This does tab out on me a bit, and get a little bit of that Terracon logo right there on the top. And yeah, I like this, man. It's a pretty dope looking mode. And while it's a little bit tricky to get all 6 wheels on the ground sometimes, he does roll very nicely. So I do like that. Oh, cowcatcher does drop down though, so gotta be careful. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Is that the right name? Did I call it the right thing? Now to measure out Scourge, you can see as far as height goes, to the top of those smokestacks, you're looking at about just under 4 inches. And then measuring across, this leader class figure is at about 8.5 inches across. And for a Terracon figure comparison, you can see we have Nightbird from the Wheeljack Cheetor 3-pack, and then we have Battle Trap over here. And these three look really cool side by side. I really like them a lot. Very, very neat. I don't know. I dig these character designs over here. I like how they all have a little bit of a similarity in color tone a little bit. All right, so let's see how Scourge looks in his robot mode. And while I am skipping the transformation sequence, I'm still going to need help. So will you take us away, Bumblebee? And here's Scourge in his robot mode, looking pretty awesome, mostly awesome. I do have my gripes with this figure, but I am mostly very pleased with this robot mode. It does look awesome, so let's get a closer look. So I really like this head sculpt, and I really don't, all at the same time. Like, the face and the yellow or orange with the eyes looks good. We have some light piping over here. I do have a light back there shining on the back of the figure, so that is helping with that. I love the silver paint on it. I just don't like the whole samurai-looking neck piece thing, I guess. I don't know what else to call that, but, you know, the head sculpt could have overall just been a lot more film accurate, and I just hate how it looks from the side right over there. That bothers me. I do like the light piping, though, and I do like the silver on it. It's just, the overall design is just way off. And I have one other complaint with this robot mode, and that's really about it. I really do like it quite a bit, man. I think this looks awesome. We're seeing the front of the vehicle mode, the little touches of the beige or tan color right there. Looks really good. Then you have this whole feature with the left side, and you could swap this out. You get these splaying out over here, which do look pretty cool. Fairly soft material, so you don't have to worry about breaking them. You have storage on the back of the figure right there for the hand cannon. Looks pretty good. You can go ahead and take that off and remove the arm right there, just under the elbow. And then you could have this ported in at the bottom like that, and then just go ahead and match the shape and port this on right here. Port this on right here. And I took the head off by accident. Oh no, we didn't need Optimus Prime's bloodlust after all. But yeah, this does look a little short right here. I don't know, just looks like it's a little on the short side. So that's my gripe with that. But I have a bigger gripe with this side right over here. I do like how the hand looks, and I do wish he had a hand on the other side. It's just that you have this whole sickle thing, and when it's, you know, not being used, it's hard to hide. Like, I try to tuck it away depending on the shot, and it gets kind of frustrating. But otherwise, for the most part, I guess I'm going to have him displayed with this whole thing out right over here, because it does look pretty sweet. I mean, look, you get some nice cast iron finish on there. I have a light very close to it, so yeah, it's really reflecting that light, but you can see that detailed sculpt looks dope. Really like that. Then looking at the rest of the figure, you get some tan paint on the crotch and some more of the tan chains, and the legs look pretty good on the figure too. And there are holes right there at the bottom. You get a hole right over here for this cannon. I wasn't able to find something to port into it, but I'm sure, you know, somebody found something. So I mostly do like the articulation on this figure. You do get a head joint, so he can lift his head up and not really look down there. It can turn side to side and pivot a little bit. You also have a neck joint there that turns side to side, does not pivot. It does pop off easily, and it can make him look down quite a bit. It won't let him look up though. And yep, it does pop off very easily. I really don't like the head on this figure overall. But anyway, shoulders will move outward that much. You have two hinges right there, and you could rotate a full 360. You also have hinges. Well, you get the shoulder hinge right there, or the shoulder pad hinge. Elbows swivel right there, and same thing on this side, elbow swivel. And then the fingers clamp in right over there on that side. And of course, these can all bend out and bend back in. We already went over this, how this collapses and everything. You can hinge back, collapse on itself right over there. Got a new email. Waist swivel, and then hips move outward so you can do the splits, and he'll kick forward all the way up and back. Upper thigh cut, single jointed knee that bends at 90 degrees. And then the ankles do move down a little bit. They do move up, mostly due to transformation, and you get ankle pivot. So to measure out the height of this leader class figure, you can see we have Scourge standing just a little over 8 inches tall. And then for your Rise of the Beast Terracon figure comparison, you can see we have the 3-pack Nightbird right there, and we have the Voyager class Battle Trap. And yeah, I really like having all three of these up. Then here's Scourge next to some other Rise of the Beast figures. We have Bumblebee, then there's Air Razor, and we have Cheetor, and I do have a Rhinox review coming up fairly soon to the channel, so stay tuned for that. Then here's Scourge next to the Transformers Bumblebee movies Optimus Prime, and no, I do not have a buzzworthy Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime pre-ordered at the moment, hoping to find one at Target though, so I will be keeping an eye out. We'll be hunting for an Optimus Prime. Hopefully I find one out in the wild. That one's measured out to be 6.5 inches tall, and I believe Scourge and Optimus were about the same height in the movie, and that's going to be shorter than this Optimus Prime right here, so hopefully that new Optimus Prime is taller than 6.5 inches. We'll wait and see, or I'll wait and see anyway. And then for a Scourge comparison, you can see we have our Rise of the Beast version right there, and then there's our 86 movie G1 version. Then here's Scourge next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, Scourge. Hey, back in the day, you used to fly a lot. I mean, I don't really see you flying in the latest movie, huh? Can you fly? Huh? Do you know how to fly? Huh? Can you make me fly? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's very late, but I've been wanting to review it for a long time. And if you enjoyed it, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I have more Transformers reviews coming to the channel, amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. And this figure, I really do like it a lot. I will buy a different head sculpt if it's available. It's the head that's bothering me, but I'm not even 100% hating on the head because I still like the light piping. I do like the silver paint on it. I just wish we had a different head, and having different head options would be really nice. I'm sure there's like an Etsy or maybe a third-party company making head sculpts for this figure that have already been made already that I just don't know about at this very moment, so I will look into it. I am interested in getting a different head sculpt for this piece, but that's my biggest complaint. And then shortly after that is just, you know, the scythe storage or that weapon storage on the right side. But I gotta say, I've had a really good time with the figure. I really do like it a lot. It's not cheap by any means, it being a leader class figure. I hope the Optimus Prime figure is about as tall as this one right over here, but I gotta say, I'm really happy having this figure along with Battletrap and Nightbird. And this is just a very cool figure to have. I'm happy with it at the price point. I think this cost around 50 bucks, man. Not cheap, but around that price point, I'm going to give this a Sud rating of...
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think of the Scourge. Let me know in the comments section below. And if you want to see the latest in Transformers news, you can find it all over at tformers.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,